I'm at the Tidal Basin, one of the most iconic places in Washington, D.C. But in the early 1900s, this wasn't just a place for taking pictures of beautiful cherry trees. No, actually, this was a beach. This was the Potomac River Lake. That's what I call it. And black people could not swim here. Let's listen to the history of the Tidal Basin. The Tidal Basin is one of the most beautiful places in the nation's capital. But like everything else in America at that time, it was segregated. Even public water, something as basic as swimming, was divided by race. Originally, this land belonged to the indigenous Algonquian-speaking natives before they were removed from the land. After the Piscataway people were removed, reportedly the land turned into an abandoned swampy area that smelled of sewage and God knows what else. Not to mention, the mosquitoes were fierce. So in the late 1800s, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers decided to fix the mess and created the Tidal Basin as a flushing system to push sewage away from the city. Talk about a city of funk, and I'm not talking about P-Funk, but stank. So by 1918, sand from the bottom of the Potomac River was placed by the Tidal Basin to anchor it, and people liked what they saw. And DC has very hot summers, so by 1918, folks thought it looked inviting and started to come out for a swim. But get this, the Tidal Basin was never supposed to be a beach because the water was never safe. But people literally didn't care. They would literally dive off the bridge just to swim in the Tidal Basin. So once black people started hanging out there, Jim Crow and his minions put up restrictions and segregated the unofficial beach. So even though the water was not clean and it was never designed for swimming, and Jason was probably chained at the bottom of the lake, the folks in DC, minus black folks, were able to let the good times roll. They had beach parties, beauty contests, lounging under umbrellas, canoeing, and swimming lessons. Just a good old time. So when Congress told them to integrate the beach, DC hit the petty button and shut the whole beach down. Then Congress wanted to give a large sum of money to DC to build a black beach on the Anacostia side of DC, and DC said, heck no, nobody swims. Jim Crow and them said if black folks can share the beach or even have their own nice beach, we will throw the whole baby out with the Potomac bathwater. But determined, in 1925, the NAACP presented a petition and letters to Congress asking for the black beach. I guess our folks said if we didn't want to swim with Jim Crow and Jason in the Potomac River Lake of Funk, let us have our own beach out yonder. Congress said, nope, we're going to focus on planting cherry trees from Japan. So there it is. Child, the drama. So unnecessary. However, black families still found ways to gather, swim, laugh, create joy, even in a city that tried to limit them. So they had to find other places like Haynes Point, Highland Beach, or Carr's Beach. Jim Crow was everywhere. And yeah, he even swam here in the Tidal Basin. So the next time you're at the Tidal Basin, yeah, it's beautiful, but remember, Jim Crow swam here, and even the water was segregated. For more Black history that you should have learned in school, follow me for more.